Greetings, dear friends and fellow wanderers of the wild. Today on Wilderness Cooking, we embark on another rustic journey, a tale of earth, fire, and flavour that will awaken the hunter-gatherer spirit in you. Prepare yourselves for something deeply satisfying, straight from the heart of nature. So tighten your belts and breathe in the sweet springtime air. But before we dive headfirst into this pastoral episode, do the simple but powerful act. Subscribe and like the video. That small gesture keeps the fire burning in our open-air kitchen. Just look at these adorable creatures. Starting the day with this much cuteness should almost be forbidden. When I saw them at the market with their mother, I knew instantly they belonged in the serenity of my pond. And so, a family of ducklings now paddles gracefully across my pond, their tiny forms swaying like feathered pendulums. It's a vision that soothes the soul. Yes, first come ducklings, then a bit of craft. You might be wondering, Qatar, when will the cooking begin? Patience, my friend. This is the rhythm of village life. Some tasks must be completed before the pots can bubble. Besides, who else is going to show you how to make a rustic braid with your own hands? In the village, we value resourcefulness. Everything from tools to toys is better when forged by your own hands. Those of you who followed my journey know how much I cherish working in my yard. I'm a man of the soil, literally. There's an honest joy in planting cucumbers and cabbages with arms deep in the earth. If you love village life and feel nature's pulse as deeply as I do, follow us on Instagram. It's a daily window into a world where life slows down and food still tells a story. At last, the moment you've been waiting for, cooking begins. Yes, this is part of today's recipe, not another village craft. What looks like an odd construction is in fact the stage for a grand performance, a circular spit for roasting chicken. Here we have the freshest home-raised chicken, a gift of the land. First, a sear to cleanse it of any remnants and impurities. This ancient ritual of preparation sets the stage for deeper flavors. Handling meat is an art, one that demands respect and good tools, and a proper knife is like a loyal companion on this culinary path. For blades that honor your kitchen craft, visit our online shop. Just scan the QR code and join the tribe.
Ini udah ke mah.
Now that the chickens are cleansed, it's time for the final touch before they meet the fire. I've split each bird down the center and flattened them out, what we call spatchcocking. This technique, used for centuries across nomadic camps and countryside kitchens, ensures even roasting and that every part of the bird soaks in the smoke and flame. Now, while the chickens bask in the warmth, it's time to whip up the soul of this dish, the sauce. We begin with chopped and crunched garlic dropped into warm oil. Slowly they roast to a golden hue, releasing their fragrance. Into this fragrant garlic-infused oil, I begin to build the base, a spoonful of rich tomato paste, paprika, and some turmeric. Now, with the sauce at its peak, thick, fragrant, and richly colored, it's time to introduce the chickens to the marinade. Now let's balance all this richness with something humble yet deeply satisfying. A salad made from grilled vegetables. Eggplants, tomatoes, and peppers blistered by fire, then peeled, chopped, and dressed with lemon, olive oil, and sumac. Known by many names across the region, its flavor always carries the warmth of village hearths and garden grills. To crown this marinade with a breath of freshness, I fold in a generous handful of chopped greens. And the finish, a touch of freshly grated garlic. It's the final chord in this symphony of flavors. Meanwhile, our salad has been resting, letting the fire-kissed vegetables mingle. Now I give it a gentle mix, letting the char, the lemon, and the olive oil unite. Now, how I cook these chickens will shape the entire mood of this episode. First, I thread them onto metal skewers. Then I attach the skewers to this hand-forged construction, a rustic rotisserie of my own making. I must say the spinning rack, it's a wonderful discovery, elegant in its simplicity, yet incredibly effective. It allows the chicken to turn slowly, soaking up the smoke, building flavor in layers. What truly makes it perfect is the air itself. Roasting under the open sky, the wind glides through, quickening the fire and turning the rotisserie into a living, breathing flame tender. Now, while the chickens gently spin and roast, we begin crafting the golden centerpiece of Azerbaijani tables, pilaf. This isn't just rice, it's the soul of the meal, each grain a vessel of scent, color, and memory. I start by roasting dried fruits, plump apricots, dark raisins, and sweet dates, together with onions until they glisten like amber in the pan. The fruits soften, their sugars caramelizing with the onions, creating a sweet, savory base that will melt into the rice. Now we pause, a short break to sip the silence. I have something truly special for this moment of pause. Rose petals freshly plucked from my own garden this very morning. Their fragrance is tender, almost nostalgic, like the breath of spring bottled in bloom. These petals will become our tea. In Azerbaijani tradition, rose tea isn't just a drink, it's a ritual of calm. A way to pause, to reflect, to ready the spirit for what's still to come. On to the making of pilaf, the heart and hearth of Azerbaijani cuisine. As I often say, and will say again, a truly delicious Azerbaijani pilaf is born from precision and patience. The most decisive element is this: achieving fluffy, perfectly separated rice. Any Azerbaijani housewife will tell you. Her guests will study the pilaf carefully, grain by grain, with the seriousness of scholars. You might be wondering, well, why are Azerbaijani people so fastidious about their rice? It's not about being picky, it's about reverence, an acknowledgement that cooking is a uniting force, a language of care spoken across generations. Whether it's a midday tea break or a lavish family dinner, we make sure that our souls are stitched into every stage of the process. Cooking is how we tell stories without words. Here's a golden rule. Never overcook rice in the first stage. You parboil it gently, then let it finish under slow, low heat. The trapped moisture begins to rise, steaming the grains into delicate perfection. And why go through all this trouble, you ask? Because this is the secret. The path to pilaf that's light, aromatic, and full of grace. Meanwhile, our chickens keep spinning like dancers under the sky. Look at that crust, golden, crisp, kissed by fire and time, a sight to make any food lover weak in the knees. And now, let's play dinner. I begin by tearing the chicken, tender, juicy, fragrant. I scatter the pieces over the rice, letting the juices trickle down like a blessing. The rice, still warm and welcoming, absorbs every drop of flavor. Now that everything is plated and placed with care, I can finally take a bite myself.
Super.
But not so fast. Here come the hungry wolves. Friends, neighbors, all drawn by the scent of home-cooked joy.
Şu hoş gördü, şu hoş gördü. Zındılı kırma şu. Kırma. Temali. Bu ne böyle? Tüküyor yere koşacağım ne ama yok ne.
Easy there, my friend. Don't choke on the rice, take each bite slowly. This isn't just food, it's a mindful, flavorful experience. If you've been with me since the crackle of the first fire to this final laughter-filled table, then you've truly taken part in this journey. One filled with tradition, flavor, and the most generous people in the world. Then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and give the video a like, my friend. It's your ticket to more wild culinary adventures beneath the open Azerbaijani sky. Until next time, dear friend, Wilderness Cooking will always be here to bring you, fire, and food together under the vast skies and gentle winds of nature. See you soon.